Hello everybody, and thank you for tuning in to the weekly report. Suddenly, leaving NATO is on the table. Over the weekend, President Trump's Department of Government Efficiency head, Elon Musk, made quite a stir with just 2 words posted on his social media platform X. Responding to a post that it's time to leave NATO and the UN, Musk replied, "I agree." The comment immediately made the rounds on social media and also on mainstream and alternative media. Was this the Elon Musk who owns X speaking? Or was it the Elon Musk who has become one of President Trump's closest advisors? Does it even matter? Having someone so close to the U.S. president who advocates finally extracting the U.S. from these international organizations is a significant and very positive shift for the United States. With the truth coming out about how USAID has been working against U.S. interests for decades, the disinfectant of public scrutiny is now turning to our membership in and generous funding of international organizations like NATO and the United Nations. I've long advocated our exit from NATO. At the end of the Cold War, with its very reason for existence gone, NATO decided to look for other ways of stirring up trouble. First, NATO involved itself in the first Gulf War, and then it decided its mission should be to bomb Serbia to smithereens in the name of human rights. I agree with the late Senator Robert Taft, who argued at the time NATO was formed that we should not join the Atlantic Alliance. It has become much clearer these past few months just how far NATO has shifted away from U.S. interests. Even though the United States funds a whopping 70% of NATO's cost, our own NATO allies are working against the United States as President Trump attempts to pull us back from the brink of war with Russia. A simple telephone call between President Trump and Putin was met with hysteria among NATO member countries, and just as U.S. and Russian high-level delegations were meeting in Saudi Arabia to look for a way to walk back from a war footing, our allies decided to hold their own summit in opposition to the U.S. move. In Paris, our partners pledged to continue their failed Ukraine policy and to ridicule the United States for looking to try something different. To add insult to injury, right at the center of the table in Paris was none other than the Secretary General of NATO himself, former Dutch politician Mark Rutte. The message was very clear. We are working against you. We push war while you push peace, but you must keep footing the bill. Also, over the weekend, Senator Mike Lee, Republican from Utah, and Representative Thomas Massie, Republican from Kentucky, echoed Elon Musk's sentiment, with Senator Lee posting a chart showing the widely disproportionate amount of U.S. taxpayers' dollars that go to funding NATO with the statement, "Get out of NATO." Representative Massie added to Lee's comments, "NATO is a Cold War relic that needs to be relegated to a talking kiosk at the Smithsonian." As in the time of Senator Robert Taft, the sentiment against NATO membership is coming from the conservative end of the U.S. political spectrum. With President Trump's clear mandate to pursue his America First agenda, we have the best opportunity in decades to sever our damaging and expensive entangling alliances across the globe. Let's start with NATO. Thanks for listening.